and welcome back to the Forklift Certified Gambling Podcast. I am your host, DJ Burner Account 1, with my co-host,
Cam the G. What's happening, everyone?
What is up, y'all? Sorry, y'all, we had to take a week off. We had some technical difficulties we had to deal with, but we're back at it for another week, halfway ththrough the season, NFL Week 9. Had a sexy 7 last week still dropped on the Instagram, still dropped on the Twitter. 4-3.
Not too shabby.
4-3, another week in the books, profitable.
Like seeing us in the green.
Yep. You love to see it. We're giving you all these picks all season long. We apologize for last week, but we're right back to it, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it and get right into the sexy 7. All right, to start it off.
For a lock, I want to say, I think Minnesota is going to definitely go out to Washington, and Kirk Cousins is going to let them know, like, hey, remember I used to play with y'all? Why'd y'all let me go? They definitely going to go up there and win by 3 points. I think they cover that easily.
Yeah, I mean, this is another spot where we like Kirk Cousins. It's -3. It was at 3.5, so there's been some money coming in on Washington, but Minnesota by 3.
Someone thinks the Commander's going to do something.
They just got TJ Hawkinson from the Lions. That's a great pickup at tight end. Irv Smith not playing. They have a dynamic offense. Dalvin Cook still doing his damn thing. Justin Jefferson hasn't caught a touchdown since week 1.
Yeah, no.
But he's been getting the yards, man. So, gotta invest in the Vikings on this one. -3 is just a good spot for the Vikings. The Heineckes have been rolling. So I'm still a little skeptical about this one. But I already went ahead and bet the -3 on the Vikings. I still like them. I know a lot of people have been on Washington, but
So lock it while you can. Lock
it up.
Poor Leo in the background.
All right, moving to our next lock of the day. So we're going to...
Want to say we're going up to Chicago.
Yep, in Chicago.
Playing against the Bears. The Dolphins by 4.5.
4.5, 4. I've still seen it at 5 at other books.
4 on BetMGM earlier today, and I like that.
That's kind of questionable. Like when I first saw this line, I was like, okay, Miami by a big number, it makes sense. But then it started moving down. And what have the Bears really been doing to show that they can be +4? I mean, they had a good week last week against Dallas, but at the end of the day, they still got lost by 20 points. And Miami's one of the most dynamic offenses in the league, so.
Yeah, Tua was over here talking about a Super Bowl, so I don't know if he got his head rocked too hard. Maybe he's actually see the future. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, Tyreek Hill's wide receiver 1 this year. Jalen Waddle, he's a wide receiver 1 on pretty much any other team. The Dolphins, they just got good too. They added some players at the trade deadline. They got Jeff Wilson Jr. from the Niners, Bradley Chubb from the Broncos, and if I'm missing any more, I know Dolphins Twitter is gonna get to me. But Miami by 4,
smash it.
Lock it up.
Lock it up while you can.
All right.
Now these underdogs are looking pretty spicy.
Oh yeah, so. We're going back to a familiar division. Y'all already know what the fuck it is.
You know how it be in the AFC South.
Sunday Night Football. Tennessee going to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Tennessee is getting 12.5 points.
I kind of like that. The more that I look at it, it looked ugly at first as I saw it, but like, the more that I look at it, I think I like it just because Derrick Henry runs the ball all the time. Dontrell Hilliard running the ball all the time, controlling the controlling the clock. I think if the Titans, if they can make sure Patty Holmes doesn't get the ball in his hand, he can't score any points, I think the Titans can easily cover that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we've seen it on Thursday night.
They could easily win that game, too.
You know, Ryan Tannehill, in his career as a Titan, 2-0 against the Chiefs.
I was going to say, Tannehill hasn't lost to the Chiefs yet, so...
So, I know there's still some questions about his health regarding if he's going to come back this week. I think it'll play. I think Amani Hooker was ruled out for Sunday. So, kind of a big loss to the Titans secondary. But I still think Mike Vrabel can scheme something up. Plus 12.5. I love it. I know it's a biased play, but I'd love it nonetheless. Tennessee's just been hot, so.
Yeah, I'll take Tennessee.
Moving to our next underdog of the day.
This one gets interesting. Very, very interesting. Also in the AFC South, we got these people known as the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We talk a lot of shit about the Jaguars.
Yeah, I mean, I do talk a lot of shit about them.
A lot of shit about the Jags.
They're like a little brother to it, like the Titans fans. So, like, they ain't never really been anything except a nuisance to us. So, like, every now and then you got to root for your little bro. So, fuck them Raiders, boys. They ain't got shit going for them.
Yeah, I mean, the Raiders have just looked...
They look pitiful.
Yeah, they look like ass pretty much most of the year. And I just don't know when it's going to stop. I don't know when the bleeding is going to stop for either team. So something's got to give this week. But the Raiders to be favored, I think it started as a 1.5 point favorite. Now it's all the way up to 2.5. I just don't see the love coming in on the Raiders. I mean, Jacksonville's all right at home. They've won at home at least. But I don't think the Raiders have won on the road this year.
Nope, Raiders are, winless on the road. So I think Jacksonville can put another 1 point up for the homeboys.
Yeah. For this, we've seen it at +2, +2.5, but just take the money line.
You might as well take that money while you can.
Yeah.
Take that money and run.
Oh, and ETN, bro. Kids look like a fucking star.
Yeah, no, he's looking pretty solid. He's definitely getting out of his shell. Understanding how the NFL works these days and kind of breaking down some defenses, getting some yards.
You know what I've noticed? This has been a very much heavy running back year. I feel like passing is down on the year, but the running backs have just been running away on most defenses this year. I mean, we've seen it last week with Derrick Henry, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. And it feels like just about 2 or 3 times a week we're getting a running back with 100+ yards, 2 touchdowns. So I like ETN in the spot. I like Josh Jacobs in the spot. I'd probably take both their props on the side, but Jacksonville money line is the underdog bet of the week. All right, moving to some player props.
Yeah, what you thinking this week?
All right, so we got something cooked up. We're going back to the north. Where are they playing at this week? Well, I guess East Coast. Dalvin Cook over 75.5.
Yeah, smash that.
Yeah.
Smash that. I don't think these Washington Commanders doing shit against my man Dalvin Cook.
They said Chase Young is scheduled to come back for Washington. So, but I think
Chase
he plays the whole
game?
game?
Deep rusher. You don't know how to stop the run.
No, but another component to the Commanders' defense. So, I still like Dalvin Cook. I mean, Dalvin Cook's been a stud the last couple of weeks. He had a slow start to the season along with a lot of other running backs, but
yeah,
I mean, 75.
Granted, it's not the same Dalvin Cook as it was last year, popping off back-to-back 200-yard games. However, though, it's still the Dalvin Cook who gets at least 1 touchdown a game. He's still out there putting up points on the board.
Yeah, I would sprinkle something on Dalvin Cook touchdown.
I like the Dalvin Cook touchdown, but the rushing you over yards, it just seems way too easy. It just seems just like, hand it to me.
Everybody's been calling Minnesota frauds this year, along with me at the beginning of the year, but now that we're finally seeing the team to mesh, a lot of weapons. And Dalvin Cook is one of those big missiles for the Vikings. So go ahead, lock it in, 75.5. And then moving to our other player prop, going down to Tampa.
Down to the Bay.
The Rams playing the Bucks, not the real Bay Area. Sorry, Tampa Bay fans, not the real Bay Area. Los Angeles Rams going to Tampa. Matthew Stafford throws a pick, right?
Oh, of course. He's out there playing with Tom Brady. It's like he's gonna look like a boy playing with a dad.
Yeah.
He's trying to play and catch, and he's gonna throw the ball wide left. Next thing you know, oh shit, pick 6. That's awkward.
Yeah, the Bucks definitely been getting healthier. I think Winfield's supposed to come back, and I mean, Matthew Stafford doesn't have anybody to throw to. Cooper Kupp, they're talking about he's questionable right now, so if he does play, he still might be limited. And if he can't throw the ball to Kupp, who does he really throw to? Higbee. Allen Robinson?
That's about it. Maybe Allen Robinson now.
But I'm saying when you take away that and the lack of run game, I don't even know if Darrell Henderson's playing, but I know Cam Akers is questionable. Matthew Stafford's got to throw a pick some point this game.
Yeah, the stress is going to get to him. He's going to be like, oh, I got to beat this game. I got to win this game. Yeah. And next thing you know, he throws it too far. Oh, shit. Stafford doing Stafford things.
Minus 105 right now, so go ahead, get it while you can. I mean, I've took Matthew Stafford over half an interception for God, probably 3 weeks, and I'll eat the juice up to like minus 120 because it's gonna happen one way or another. So get it while you can. 2 player props out the way, so we got 6 picks left. 6 picks out the way, and we only got one more game to cover for our
fuck it of the week. We got to do something interesting because me being the kid I am, my father he's a cheesehead. He likes this man named Brett Favre. However, though, when Aaron Rodgers took over, he was looking pretty good. He was still a fan, but now that Aaron Rodgers is looking a little washed, he's a little questionable about his cheeseheadness, I should say. And this is whenever the ignorant young son comes in and says, "Hey, I think that old man up there, that the discount double check boy, I think he's a little washed up. I think he's a little done. I think these new boys in Detroit, it's about their time to come back."
It's about their time. I might have been a week early on this one. So last week, still did the podcast. Wasn't able to get it out. But last week, me and Cameron were going back and forth on Detroit plus 3.5, Miami minus 3.5. And it ended up Miami.
Amen.
-4. So Miami covered. I think I was just a week early. If Detroit could hang in there with Miami, then
yeah.
What are the Packers? I mean,
Packers are looking a little sorry right now.
Did nothing to get Aaron Rodgers another receiver.